Casting live from somewhere you can't find. SJR crew coming at you raw and unrefined. On the ground.
Every fucking night we move location to location. Cops stay searching but they can't catch our operation. Signals bouncing off 10 different buildings in the hood. Mixing frequencies so clean they wish they fucking could. Middle fingers to the mainstream, that shit ain't good. My posse's running cables while I'm watching from the wood. That's the sound when we hit the streets. Underground transmission got your speakers catching heat. Fuck the FCC, we stay off that hip-hop radar. Bet your ass we're going harder, fucking instigator. Got the bass so heavy that the block is fucking shaking. Every single night we're making history in the making.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later.
Clowning on these bitches with the frequency disguise, while they're searching high and staying low and staying wise. Shout out to the weed that keeps the crew's mind right. Broadcasting bangers through the darkness of the night. Ain't no satellite can track a mobile station. Build a revolution through sound manipulation. Encrypted channels, yeah, we're running shit proper. SJR crew, bet your ass we're fucking proper. That's the warning when the vans roll through. Quick disconnect, 20 minutes we move smooth. Underground forever, that's the fucking master plan. Signals bouncing coast to coast across this fucking land.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later.
Insane in the brain, how we dodge detection. Switch frequencies with perfect fucking intersection. My posse's got it down to mathematical precision, while your weak ass station stuck in repetition. That's the sound of revolution. Underground transmission's our only solution. Hip-hop radar can't track what we transmit. SDR crews, the realest fucking count.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'm slid the past and future rage. Pulled up to the tavern in my time machine. Got the whole crew blazed on medieval green. Rasputin in the corner throwing down spells, while jade trees floating higher than church bells. Caitlin got the peasants learning how to twerk. Rose got kings and queens all doing dirty work. Ancient wisdom mixed with modern day insane. SJR crew about to make history change. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'm Slim, where the past and future rage. Mick blowing smoke signals cross the castle walls. Uncle Patriot teaching knights how to brawl. Big Kahuna got the round table turned up. KD and Jorge got the mead cups. Hard Coast crashed the party with that future tech. Room Knock got jesters breaking their neck. We ain't leaving till the whole place lit. Medieval times ain't ready for this shit. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'm Slim,
future, future to past. SJR crew making history last. Time traveling rebels on a medieval high, taking over castles as we pass by. Got these monks up in the monastery twisted. Every scroll they writing got our names listed. Making medieval moments turn psychotic. Crew so sick they thought we were demonic. Taking over kingdoms one by one, teaching ancient people how to have some fun. History books won't tell it like we do. Dark ages get lit with the SJR crew. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage.
Time travel about to get medieval.
Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Time slip where the past and future rage.
Pulled up to the tavern in my time machine. Got the whole crew blazed on medieval green. Rasputin in the corner throwing down spells, while jade trees floating higher than church bells. Caitlin got the peasants learning how to twerk. Rose got kings and queens all doing dirty work. Ancient wisdom mixed with modern day insane. SJR crew about to make history change.
Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Time slip where the past and future rage.
Mick blowing smoke signals cross the castle walls. Uncle Patriot teaching knights how to brawl. Big Kahuna got the round table turned up. KD and Jorge got the mead cups. Hard Coast crashed the party with that future tech. Rude Knock got jesters breaking their neck. We ain't leaving till the whole place lit. Medieval times ain't ready for this shit.
Welcome to the Dark Ages. Welcome to the Dark Ages. Let's ride. Dark Ages, where the past and future rage.
Past to future, future to past. SJR crew making history last. Time traveling rebels on a medieval high, taking over castles as we pass by. Got these monks up in the monastery twisted. Every scroll they writing got our names listed. Making medieval moments turn psychotic. Crew so sick they thought we were demonic. Taking over kingdoms one by one.
In my lane, you acting funny like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. I keep my head up, keep getting better. This rap god, I'm going platinum again. You acting funny like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. Dominating your domicile, in and out just like a robbery. Call the cops now.
Well, welcome everybody to Let the Record Spin, episode number 3.
Oh, you tiki now? Go ahead, light your torch.
Hip Hop Radio Underground Show.
Let go. Sit back, relax, don't go act a fool. We gon' puff some weed and keep on acting cool. I'm on that chill shit, always keeping it real shit. The vibes going up like the smoke in the room, cuz
It's the Hip Hop Radio Underground Show. This the Hip Hop Radio Underground Show.
Yo, 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 SGR crew, what is good? Welcome back to Hip Hop Radar Underground. I am Sack Juggalo, and today we should have Logan on. I'm not exactly sure where he's at, but hopefully he comes through soon. Let's see, how y'all doing out there today, man? I see Alpha Ray, big salute to my homie Gregory Rhymer. I see you, brother, big salute. Hope everybody's doing well. Spectrum in the house, big salute, homie. Yay, yay. How's everybody's weekend going, man? It's hot as fuck on the West Coast, man. I seen, well, my dude Gregory here in Texas, so he hitting that desert heat, you know what I'm saying? And my dude Rhymer down in LA area, you know, so it's hot down there, but it's hot here too. It's only 97 though. I'm feeling blessed today. Yesterday it was 101, so it's a little bit cooler. But I'm still having to run both of my air conditioners, so it's going to end up costing a fucking fortune. Last month, it cost me $159 for electricity. Oh, man, I'm so done. I'm already over it, bro. I'm already fucking over it. But, yeah, just waiting on Logan. I hit him up about an hour ago. I haven't heard from him. I hit him about 10 minutes ago as well. Haven't heard from him, so hopefully he's doing okay. You know, we'll get to some of his music as well, in case he doesn't show up. At least you guys get a little bit of taste of what he does, you know what I'm saying? For now, I'm gonna light this joint. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. I already smoked one of these motherfuckers too. Hey, you know me. What you guys got going on tonight? Okay. I mean, I hit him up on Instagram. Puff, puff, pass. I'll pass it to you, my homie. Here you go. Hit that motherfucker. You're going to like this shit too, man. I got a whole ounce of this shit for $47. That was before tax. After tax, it was like $58. Not bad. $11 tax. Ryber knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Because not only do you get charged your regular sales tax for whatever region you're in, you know what I'm saying? Up here it's 7.75%. Plus you have an excise tax on top of that. That's like another 15% or something like that, or 11 or 12%. It's a lot. You know, it's more than our actual tax rate. So we have to pay the 7.5 or 7 3/4 or whatever it is. It's almost 8. And then also the excise tax. You're talking about 20%. Yeah, it's quite fucking ridiculous, but you get good legal weed without having to worry about fentanyl and all kinds of other shit being in your weed. You know what I'm saying? Working around the clock to even thinking about that. We in shorts though. I swear I live my life in shorts. Even during the winter months, man, I'm like, I might throw on a pair of sweatpants. You know, this is outside of me going and working and shit. But if I'm working, I'm definitely wearing fucking jeans or my Dickies. If I'm at home, yo, it's my slides, it's my motherfucking basketball shorts, and usually I'm not even wearing a t-shirt. I just cannot. I don't even like wearing t-shirts. Hey, Logan's on his way, so we're going to be getting him in here soon. Let me just, for the time being, for him to get ready and stuff, let me just go ahead and let me go ahead and play one of his songs for you guys, so you can see what type of shit he be doing. But he said he logging in right now, so he'll be with us shortly. Alright, so we've listened to this one. This is off his newest album called Solid Ground. This was just recently put out. You know, it happens. Thank you, Alpha. I appreciate that. Let's go with this one right here, man. This one got Cam on it. Cam the homie. He's also the face of Independently Global, which is the umbrella of all of these artists. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a what do you call it? It's not a label. It's more of just like a co-op. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, Alpha. This one called Through the Street with Cam. Come on, man. Let's go.
Cause I'm playing this game while they're driving in the range. I be looking real strange while they looking at my face. And I'm looking for the ground, I be trying to find my pace. Never slow down, never running my pace. Never running my race, you can never catch up. The fuck from my face, get the fuck from my place. Yeah, all y'all bitches and you getting passed up. Gassed up, shorty was an attitude. Trying to knock me down for my attitude, fuck y'all. None of y'all bitches can step on my shoes. None of y'all bitches seem to ever get the news. If you want smoke, get run down. If you want peace, then you better put the gun down. I ain't never been tight, go get punked out. I done made it too far just to get shut down, no God. Hold up, just give me a minute. I feel like the Braves are winning the pennant. You come for my title, you know I defend it. Go pray to your God, your life, I don't end it. Give me a bag, you know I don't spend it. Rainy days come, the world's still spinning. I gotta keep going, I gotta keep winning. Gotta provide for my wife and children, oh God.
Yeah. Through the Street featuring Cam. That was Logan. And he has joined us on the program today. Logan, welcome, my friend. How you doing, man?
I'm doing absolutely amazing today. What's happening with you, man?
Oh, man, you know, I woke up breathing and I feel blessed, my friend. Absolutely great. And I'm just glad that you're okay, because sometimes this happens, you know what I'm saying, where people forget or, you know, whatever, you know, life shit happens, right?
Oh yeah, I got caught up with my little zoo I've got here. I've currently got 3 cats and 2 dogs in the same room with me.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
Got caught up cleaning. You know how it is when you got so many animals.
Well, you know, I don't, but I have had an animal before. And my mom currently has 3 cats, so I kind of know, but I don't really know. Like, I always see my mom cleaning the cat box out. Like, it's constant. Like 2 or 3 times a day. Like, she's obsessed with it.
Oh yeah, I almost guarantee you're going to see one of them walk across my lap before this is done and over with.
Hey, well, although all the animals are definitely welcome here, I am a big animal lover, you know. But again, I'm glad you're okay, because this has happened. And my dude, 2 Official out in Chicago, when he didn't show up one time, he was actually in a car accident. So,
wow.
Right, yeah. So I always be like, I hope you're okay, man, you know, type shit. So shout out to you, man, for making the music, for hanging out with the clique, man. Like, I know all these people. I've interviewed them several times. I'm glad to have you on the channel, man, because it's been a long time coming, to be honest. We've been fucking with your music for years, you know. So thank you for coming through, man.
Fuck yeah, of course.
Absolutely, man. Now, everybody know that if you don't know this man, you can hit his link in the description below, find his music, and play it, you know, until your heart's content. That's
exactly.
Great. Absolutely. So, it's Logan, right? I just want to make sure I'm right. Okay, because I used to call you Legion.
I think if I remember right, I watched one of your reactions at some point. I think it might have been Run.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. And Alpha corrected me, and so I thank her. I don't want to get people's names wrong, but Legion sound pretty dope too.
Oh yeah.
But Logan, my friend, how did you get into music, man?
Man, honestly, I grew up around it. My dad had a country band when I was young and small. He was going in and out of Nashville recording, you know. I remember one time I was about 5 years old and he opened the door and he just showed me his new CD. It was a 6-pack EP. I remember that specifically. Yeah. And my mom, she grew up singing in bars around her town, her hometown, and
nice.
you know, and my dad grew up singing in church. It runs in my family. Okay. If I didn't pick up some kind of instrument or singing or something, it would have been surprising to everybody.
Right. Now, do you have siblings?
Yeah, they're not necessarily into music as much as I am.
Okay.
But on my dad's side, I've got an older brother who he fiddles around with the guitar and a couple other instruments every once in a while. And then I've got an older brother who's a little too involved in his life stuff to have hobbies. And then on my mom's side, I've got a little brother who sits down at the piano and can pick out a melody by ear.
Damn. That's dope.
He's 8. He turns 9 in February.
That's amazing. That's what's up.
It impressed the hell out of me the first time I saw him do it.
Yeah, that's what you call a prodigy right there.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. So when you was, like you said, young man, a young little tyke running around the house, and your parents had the radio on, what was some of the stuff that they were playing?
Honestly, it was mostly like the country stations around my area.
Nice.
So I listened to a lot of like Luke Bryan and Jason Aldean and Florida Georgia Line, Brantley Gilbert, the mainstream country artists of the early to mid 2010s.
Yeah,
That was my childhood.
That's what's up, man. I tell you what, Florida Georgia Line probably got one of the saddest songs I've ever heard, and it's that Dirt song, bro. That song is so fucking sad, bro.
For sure it is.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, look up Florida Georgia Line Dirt, boy. Y'all motherfuckers will be crying at the end of that motherfucker, for real.
I've definitely still got a love for country music too, and you can hear it in some of my songs.
Hell yeah, because you have a wide berth of music, that influences how you do your things, man. It makes it
yeah.
And in hip hop, it really makes it so versatile because you can really put anything you want into hip hop.
I would like to consider myself to be versatile. Anything I want to do, I can try it at least. It's not always gonna succeed,
Sure.
but I can try it. I've got songs on my computer that are like straight up metal songs where I try to scream, and it doesn't sound good, but at least I tried.
Facts. And who knows, man? Like, you might not even like it, but I guarantee you there's somebody on this planet that will fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
That is something that I've always tried to convince myself of, and it's why I have such a hard time dropping music, is because I'm so, I try to pick out the best songs that I've made over the last year or two whenever I've made an album.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that I won't make better ones that I'll look at down the road and think, man, that should have gone on that album.
Right. Because it's easy to doubt yourself. I mean, like, you are your best worst critic. Like,
of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's real easy to be like getting onto yourself. You're the only one that can talk yourself out of something, And
for sure, yeah.
Sometimes you would want to bump that off of, and it's a good thing you got a good support team. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, hey, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yo, that shit's hot. And you're like, I wasn't thinking that. And it's just easy.
If you talk to any of the team members, anytime I'm in a call and I've got something new, the first thing I do is show it off.
That's what, look at my new little toy. I got this.
Exactly.
Straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
What was one of the hardest things that you had to overcome, whether it been figuring out how to write a song or, just put words together? What was some of the most difficult things to get over?
I have always had confidence in my ability to write a song. The first time I ever wrote a song, I was 9 or 10 years old.
Nice.
Excuse me. The first time I publicly posted a song, I was 11 or 12 years old.
Wow.
It was a 10 toes challenge, if you want to put the date into perspective there.
Nice.
But it was getting comfortable in front of a microphone, figuring out what I need to do with my delivery and how to do it with my delivery.
Okay.
That was something that even sometimes today I still struggle with. I'll lay something down and I'm like, man, I need to re-record that. And
because you're always, I imagine, looking for a new cadence or, a new way to present your voice. I mean, a voice is your instrument as well. And that's why you go sometimes like, that motherfucker has the best rap voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, that might not even be the way he talks. Like Cypress Hill, Be Real. Like, that's not how he talks in real life. He does that shit for his rap shit, and I think that's so
exactly
cool. Yeah.
I have been told specifically by a couple members of the team that my cadence is probably my best strength.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the words I choose to use for my cadence, but
well, I'll put clarity up there too, man, because your clarity is very, very good. Like, it's hard to get lost in words, especially when you're fucking with a little bit of auto-tune. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But my hat's off to Cam. I imagine he's engineering all this, right?
He has engineered a few things, but for the most part, it's my mix and his master.
Oh, okay, nice. Hell yeah. See, that's another good thing as an independent artist to get to know these things. You're saving a ton of money doing this.
Oh yeah. You have no idea the amount of money I spend just because I've spent the last 4 or 5 years learning how to mix.
That, and you put out a lot of content. I mean, if you're really paying to put out everything, dude, you'd be broke, man.
Oh yeah.
You'd probably be much skinnier than you are now. You'd be like, where the fuck is my next meal from? I don't know, but I gotta get this record done.
Exactly.
Facts. So I see you love music, man. You're putting out a lot of it. What were some of your earlier influences?
So when I first started making music and started really trying to write songs, I was about 13, and at that time I was listening to a lot of, I guess, what's now considered to be the early days of YouTube rap. So, I was listening to a lot of Crypt, a lot of Dax,
Yeah.
a lot of Hobson. I wouldn't necessarily consider Joyner Lucas, but in that style, that was what originally started me. And like NF2, my first few, songs that I actually tried to record, quote unquote, were in an NF style of music.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Come
what
on,
was it
come
like,
on over here, baby.
What was it like when you first heard NF, dude? Because I know for me it was like some other shit, dude. Like
it was. I had heard about him a couple different times from my friends, but he was like it spoke to me. There were a couple things on like therapy sessions specifically that spoke to me, and I saw him live like 2 years ago now, and it was
sick.
amazing.
I would love to see him live. Absolutely, that would be fire.
It was great. I was in the pit. It was fucking great.
Bet. I bet you it was just full of charged emotion too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I bawled. It was for the Hope tour. I bawled my eyes out when Mama came on.
Oh shit. Hell yeah, boy. That's shit you will never forget. That's the shit you gonna be telling your kids about. You know what I'm saying?
I will tell you, I will definitely be telling my kids about my first concert experience.
Yeah.
If you have heard any of my pop punk music, I'm sure you can hear the MGK influence in it.
Hey.
And that was my first arena concert, because I grew up going to my dad's shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But my first arena stadium concert was MGK. And I will never forget the feeling of when Lonely first came on and seeing the stadium light up with phone flashlights.
Hey. That's what's up. Yeah, a live performance is something special, especially when you connect with the music,
For sure.
It's just like showing up to a random bar on a random night, hearing a random band. It's a good time, don't get me wrong. Not something that you'll necessarily remember, but you're like,
right,
dude, I fucking love these guys, they're fucking so dope. I love the songs they put out. And when you hear that song, like I heard fucking Tesla play Love Will Find a Way on fucking New Year's Eve at midnight, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I will never forget that shit. It was so fire. That's what's up, man. Shout out to the live performers out there, man.
Oh yeah. I've played a couple shows myself, and it's great.
What was the first time getting on stage like?
So the first time I ever technically stepped foot on a stage, it was for a crowd of about 10 people, and I knew about 6 of them.
Nice.
But it was just a small little community building, and I just played like a short 15 song set with my mom.
Nice.
And it was nice. It was nice to be sitting in front of the equipment in a different context.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: is it easier to jump up on stage with people you don't know in the crowd, or with people you do know in the crowd?
For me specifically, it's always I do know, like, because if you know me in real life, I am constantly singing. I am not afraid to sing in front of people, never have been.
Nice. I'm the same fucking way, bro. I'll be doing that shit on my lives all the time. I don't care. I sound like shit.
When I'm at work and I'm back in the back doing the dishes, fucking scrubbing away at the hot holders, getting the grease out of those bitches, I'll be fucking singing Morgan Wallen at the top of my lungs.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I bet your fucking people are like, we don't even need a radio around here, bro. We got my homie.
I've been told that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You wanna jump into a song for the people?
Fuck, I don't know which one.
Well, I got your YouTube pulled up, and we can scroll through them. Look at this. I got this album pulled up right now, only because this
Solid Ground.
Yeah.
The most recent one.
Right. We were just listening to Through the Streets. I don't know if there's another one on here or off another project you'd like to listen to or show the people.
Let's throw up Break My Old Habits right there, featuring KC Karma.
Let's see here. Boom. Let's go. Got the homie in the chat too. Shout out to KC, man. Thank you for coming through, brother. We got
Shout out KC. This is one of the best verses you've ever given me.
featuring KC Karma. Logan is with us today, the VIP of the night. Make sure you click on that link in the description below. Let's go.
Break my old habits, the whys on my chest, they say they won't have it. The lies on my friends, they're working their magic. They let me believe that the life I have is lavish. I tried my best to break my old habits, the whys on my chest, they say they won't have it. The lies on my friends, they're working their magic. They let me believe that the life I have is lavish. Smoke rolling out my window, I don't know. Broken like the stones thrown from cold souls. I'll fold so the broke souls can hope, though. Drown all of my sorrows, the Lord knows. Dead space fills my mind just like a void, but the red gate makes me think I have a choice. Yeah, the blessed days, yeah, they're falling behind me in the best ways. For me to leave this earth, a cross in my mind. I'm lost in my time, a cross in my signs to fog up my sight. I'm in a war with myself and I'm losing, with the life stacking up for the choosing. I tried my best to break my old habits, the whys on my chest, they say they won't have it. The lies on my friends, they're working their magic. They let me believe that the life I have is lavish. I tried my best to break my old habits, the whys on my chest, they say they won't have it. The lies on my friends, they're working their magic. They let me believe that the life I have is lavish.
Wake up in the morning, wonder what is the point. When I need to talk, I guess I lose my voice. Ain't nobody wanna hear it, I keep chugging along. Just me, myself, these shots, these songs. I'ma keep on acting like I'm fine. Never bother with the problems in my mind. It's my time, I'm better off working on my grind. The chat ain't gon' make it no better. Half of all my problems, they'll come with the dough. I've been sick of everyone I meet. Ain't too many of them hungry as me. And my blood tastes sweet, that's why they're coming for me. But they gon' be just as salty when they leave and hate me crazy. Try my best to break my old habits. The whys on my chest, they say they won't have it. The lies on my friends, they're working their magic. They let me believe that the life I have is lavish.
I tried my best to break my old habits, the whys on my chest, they say they won't have it. The lies on my friends, they're working their magic. They let me believe that the life I have is lavish.
That's right, that's right. It's all a facade, folks.
That song is entirely and totally mixed and mastered by myself.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And that sounds good, man. Like, it really sounds quality, bro. I'm so
Hell
glad
yeah.
that you guys got these skills to be able to help yourself, you know, move forward, because it really is restricting when you have to start paying out all this money.
Oh yeah. When I tell you that song has so many vocal takes on it, it has a lot.
Well, I wanted to also comment on the very beginning of it, where you were kind of like, you had a vocal track. You were saying something, I couldn't really make it out. I have to go back and listen to it, but it was kind of like fading in and out, and then that drop came in. How that was all put together was so fire, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Hi, Oscar. You gonna let me pet you?
Oscar,
No? Okay.
not Grouch. Oh, Oscar's being
Oh.
grouchy.
Yeah. That's why his name is Oscar, is because every time I go to pet him, he recluses away from me.
Does he do
He's,
that?
he's a grouch.
When you go to like rub his back, he like does that thing where he like bends down and like squints his butt. and
You
shit?
just saw him do it.
Yeah, like that my mom's cat does that shit every time. He'll start walking towards me like I'm going to pet him, and then when I go to pet him, he just starts going like this, and like
Every
belly
once
rubs
in a
the
while,
ground.
I can pet him. If I've got specifically my Australian Shepherd out, him and Oscar are best friends.
Oh wow, he thinks he's a little puppy, huh?
Oh yeah, I catch them cuddling all the time. He'll be making biscuits on him.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
Happy claws, that's fire.
yeah.
You guys have to see my American Bully. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you should have got him on when we had him on. We'll get you on again, my guy. Hell yeah. been driving Bentleys. You know what? I had a Honda once. It was a good little car.
I gotta be honest. I ain't driving Bentleys or Hondas. I don't drive.
He said, I got What you got? You got a bike?
I just walk or Uber.
Oh, okay. He said, I put somebody else's miles through the test. What?
You're damn right I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. You gotta save some money. And now, where are you located?
I'm in West Virginia, right by the Ohio River.
Okay, hell yeah, that's what's up. How's the Ohio River these days?
Dirty.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
You don't want to be fishing out of it or nothing?
See, I know that there are people that do, but I'm not into fishing enough that I would know.
Oh, okay. He said, I seen somebody with a pole out there once, though.
I'm not that patient of a person. So I don't really have the patience for a lot of the, I guess, popular leisure activities around here, hunting, fishing, that type of thing.
Well, let's ask you this. What do you like to do for fun?
I'll play video games. I'll hang out with my animals. I like to watch a lot of YouTube.
Okay.
I'll sit down and play my guitar.
What's the choice go-to on YouTube?
It just depends on what I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll watch a fucking 20-minute video about lost media. Other times I'll watch a video about how SpongeBob is animated differently nowadays and
nice.
why.
Okay. Hell yeah. So what's the skinny on the update of the SpongeBob?
It's just a matter of keeping up with the generations.
Different technologies.
The generation that watched SpongeBob back in the days of it first airing and the generation that watches SpongeBob now they have two completely different sets of interests and attention spans. This is coming from somebody that has an 8-year-old little brother too. Remember that. He's had a screen in his hand his entire life. That wasn't my doing, but
that's just facts nowadays.
Yeah, he scrolls YouTube shorts all day.
Yeah. Yeah, you got about half a second. You better catch my attention, motherfucker.
And he already has pretty bad ADHD too. And it's just like,
I do like the fact that YouTube has made the shorts longer now. I think they're up to a minute,
Oh, yeah.
or 3 minutes or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. You could make them 5 minutes and be pretty good with that. Even
yeah.
though I fuck with long form content. I really like long form content.
Yeah, if I watch YouTube, it's going to be long form content. I don't really like YouTube shorts. The algorithm isn't right for me.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll get on some shorts, but then all of a sudden there's some chick like doing a backflip, and I'm like, why?
Right?
Yeah, I didn't ask for this. I was watching Hot Wheels things. Stop it, you know?
Exactly.
Because me and my homie, we like to, on our off time, customize Hot Wheels, you know, so we'll take a look around YouTube. We want to race them too, and there's these guys called 3D Bot Maker on YouTube where they build custom tracks, and they have Hot Wheels race down them. It's fucking fire.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so entertaining because it makes all the little skid out noises and the engine noises, like the cars are really going, and then you got two dudes like commentating like the race. It's fucking hilarious.
That sounds entertaining as fuck.
Right? It really is, dude. They're like little 10-minute videos, you know, whatever. But they keep my attention.
That's fair. That's completely fair. It's hard to find something to keep your attention nowadays.
Right? I mean, most of the time, I like to listen to like talk radio and podcasts a lot. You know,
that's valid.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and listen to people talk. It's crazy.
If it's a celebrity that I'm interested in that's being interviewed, I'll watch like a podcast.
Okay.
But I'm not much into podcasts.
Okay. Yeah, I don't watch too much celebrity stuff. I've never been that kind of guy. But just two guys talking about random shit, you know, just like maybe car parts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like it could really be anything. And I'll just sit there and fucking listen. I'll be doing some cleaning in the background. I'll have my shit on. I'll just be listening.
Yeah, for sure.
Listening to some people listen to music and stuff like that every once in a while. I try not to
I
do that.
I watch reaction videos all the time.
Yeah.
I made reaction videos for a little bit.
Oh, did you? Nice. Are you guys doing more stuff live with Independently Global?
We're trying.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting everybody together and, you know, actually planning something out for anything.
Yeah, logistics is crazy, especially when you're dealing with families and You know,
Oh, yeah.
wives and kids and pets and everything. Trying to find, okay, we can do this at 6 o'clock my time. Well, it's going to be 3 o'clock my time. Fuck, that's too early. I'm not off work yet. You know.
Yep.
So it's, yeah, I can see that being very difficult.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're all constantly working. It's just a matter of, you know, putting stuff into action and getting everything down in the way you want it and come perfect in our eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys are always putting out music. It doesn't matter if it's you,
Oh, yeah.
KC, Spectrum. You guys are constantly always dropping music. So
Not
that's
to mention
always-
the stuff that comes out with Independently Global too.
right on top of that. Yeah, exactly. So it's like double time work, and then you have to go to your job and do your job. Where do you find the time, my guy?
That is the absolute best part of being part of a team, is that if I want to write something but I feel too tired to write out a full song, I can pop into the chat, find a beat that's been posted, and just write a verse or a hook, throw it up in the chat, say here.
So
There
it's-
have been
it's
so
community building. I
many
like that.
times. Yeah, there have been so many times that even back in the True Mob days, that I'd make a song and I'd think, man, this person sounded really good on a second verse with this.
Yeah.
And I sent it to them.
Hell yeah.
Good Day with KC off of Truly Independent. That was a case of that.
That's what I'm talking about. And you just pulled up True Mob, and Larry just entered the chat. My guy Larry, what's up, brother? Big salute, man. Look, you ask and you shall receive, my friend.
Right?
I just want to take this moment to shout out this weed. It's really good. So shout out to Perfect.
I
Humor.
wish I don't have much weed to smoke right now. I don't even have enough to pack me a cone, roll me a joint, anything.
Oh man, I wish I can give you some weed through this camera. I'd give you some.
I've probably got enough to about half pack my bong.
I got
Ooh.
that much.
Nice.
I just picked that up from the weed shop though. Yesterday, I went in there and they had a half ounce for $47, and I was like, I'll take that.
Yeah, can't beat that.
I know it's almost 28%, dude. It's like a whole ounce of weed for after tax it was like $58, dude. I mean, come on.
Fuck yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You need to come out to California, my guy. You
Huh.
Yeah. You have $20 in your pocket. You have like a half ounce of weed.
I don't think I'm much of a city guy. You know, I wasn't raised in a big city, or
Oh,
I
well,
was
that's
raised
good.
in a town.
That's good. We got real lit, bro. It's like a little tiny town right outside the city, but it's like 20 minutes from the weed shop. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Maybe 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I took a solo trip to Philadelphia, you know, whenever I went to go see NF.
Oh hell yeah!
And it was very compact compared to what I'm used to.
Bet.
You know, I live in West Virginia. There's no flatness around here at all. We don't have big cities like that. At most, you get what is an entire city in a neighborhood.
Right.
You know, a square mile of that, and that's it.
One light.
Not necessarily that small.
Oh, okay. Because I used to live in one of them towns that had one light.
Yeah, it isn't like a
pretty
one
fine.
light town.
Okay.
But it's more like, you know, I only graduated with about 300 people max.
Oh, okay.
That's pushing it.
That's pretty big though. That's about what my high school was. I mean, I didn't graduate, but that's what my class was, about a little over 300 people.
That might even be pushing it. If I remember right, I think it's closer to 150.
You're probably right, because it sounds like a much smaller town. But even
Yeah,
150 people in one place is a lot of fucking people.
My hometown's only got a population of about 15,000, I think.
Oh, okay. That's I think we just hit 500,000 out here.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a small town, but it's not a city either.
Right. But you definitely know just about everybody there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or at least seen them before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. How crazy is that though? Like being an adult now in a place to where you grew up and you know everybody. Like when I was 11 years old, 10 years old, we moved from Tennessee to California. You know.
So here's the thing with that. After I graduated, I moved from my hometown about an hour and a half west to my mom's.
Oh, okay.
And then, a whole bunch of, let's just say a whole bunch of stuff has happened in that point in time that I don't live with my mom anymore. I do live on my own now. But it's, I'll tell you what, being an adult is nice. The freedom is nice.
It is nice. I tell you what.
The responsibility is not nice.
Right, but everything has a price, right? To be able to, have your own place and walk around booty ass naked if you like,
right?
It's going to cost a few bucks, like.
I'll tell you what. When I was growing up, I begged my parents to let me have a dog because I grew up with cats. My parents had a couple of cats.
Yeah.
One of them is still alive.
Oh wow.
That, we got him when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and they were alive whenever I moved out. One of them has since passed. He got real sick towards the end of his life, but he was 12, I think. So he had a good long life.
Yeah.
But I begged them all the time, let me have a dog. I really want a dog. The best part of being an adult and living on my own is that I have a dog. I got 2 of them, actually.
Is your dogs in the room there?
Yeah, they're in the crate right now because they will cause utter bedlam if I let them out. I'll go down to the crate, though.
Yeah, we want to see the puppies.
Oh, yeah. So this...
What's up, Bubbles?
That's Kingsley.
Aww.
And then Harvey's right next to him. Harvey's the Aussie. Kingsley's the St. Bernard-looking boy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, they're 100% my dogs. My boys.
Awesome puppies. Awesome puppies. I had a puppy, too. A little rat terrier for 20 years. And he was cool as shit, man. That dog was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was 20 fucking years old. Just after his 20th birthday, he passed away. But, yeah, I was just like, that was my dog.
Let me tell you why I'll never own a small dog that'll live to be 20 years old.
Yeah.
Because my grandma, my dad's mom, when I was about 2 years old, I don't remember it, but I know from the age of the dog, when I was about 2 years old, she got a Chihuahua. And I swear to God, that thing terrorized me. Because my grandma watched me a good bit when I was like 4 and 5 years old. Yeah. That dog terrorized me, gave me nightmares the entire time I was over there.
Poor guy.
I will never own a Chihuahua, a Pomeranian, anything like that.
The rat terrier was cool, though. Like, he thought he was a big dog, but he wasn't so much a terrorizer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless it was another dog. Like, if it was another dog, he either wanted to fight it or fuck it. That was the only 2 things going through his head. Like, I'm going to fuck you or I'm going to fight you. And my dog was strong. Like, he was just a little fucking, like, 10, 12-pound dog, dude. But he broke a collar. Snap. He snapped that fucking thing, dude, and took off for a fucking poodle one time. I'm just like, yo, what are you doing, you little motherfucker, dude?
Right?
Like, he went after a German Shepherd, and I was just like, what are you doing, bro? Stop it. You're like nothing. You're like one of his testicles.
It's always the smallest dogs that have the biggest balls.
Facts. And that damn German Shepherd was just looking at him like, for real? And like, the German Shepherd didn't even do shit, bro. Like, it was amazing.
Harvey, the Aussie over there, he gets real anxious.
Yeah.
He's just a real anxious dog in general, especially if there's people he doesn't know or dogs he doesn't know.
Okay.
Kingsley, whenever he gets around to other dogs, I took him. There's a clinic around here that does stuff for Chief.
Okay.
So I took him to that. They were giving out vaccines. They didn't have to examine them or anything. They were just going to give them the vaccine and we could go. While I was waiting for them, I swear to God, every bigger dog that walked by us, Kingsley barked at him.
He's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing over there?
There was this one Dutch Shepherd puppy. I think that's what it was. It was either a Dutch Shepherd or a Belgian Malinois.
Huge dog.
Oh, yeah. Huge dog, very energetic.
Yeah.
But it was still a puppy. It wasn't more than, 4 or 5 months old, probably.
Okay.
And it walked by us, and I swear to God, Kingsley went nuts. He
like,
started barking his head off, and I had a hold of his leash, and I had my arm wrapped around him like, dude, that dog wants nothing to do with you. It is paying zero attention. You are no threat to that dog.
Absolutely none. Yeah. That's amazing. And it's weird how the dogs kind of understand that, too. Like, I am the hierarchy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was watching...
Sometimes I swear to God, my dogs can understand me.
Oh, yeah, bet. Especially your vocal tone.
You never realize how smart a smart dog breed is until they show it to you.
Right.
You know, I don't necessarily walk my dogs as often as I should. I usually just let them out into the yard.
Yeah.
Um, but Harvey knows that if I put a backpack on, we're going for a walk. Because if I go for a walk, I'm going to be out for a minute. I'm taking a couple drinks. I'm taking some plastic bags. Um, he has, whenever I started crate training him, because when he was my girlfriend's dog originally, and he wasn't crate trained, and I was like, he destroys stuff when we're not home. We have to crate train him.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
But whenever we were crate training him, it took like 3 days before he just started going in there on his own.
Nice.
But we bought him a pillow, like one of those dog beds that's a big pillow. Can you sit literally anywhere else, Oscar?
Hey, little buddy.
We got him one of those giant pillows that's just a dog bed that has a cover on it, and he managed to get himself stuck inside it one night.
Amazing. You never
Very
know.
expressive. He figured out what up the stairs meant to go up to our porch without either of us ever telling him, like training him for that. He just figured out up the stairs meant go up to the door.
That's wild. That's what's up.
Because there was one day I let him out. It was before we got Kingsley, I remember. I let him out, and I took him off his lead, and he was sitting there waiting on me. And I just looked at him, and I went, "Go up the stairs, Harvey." And he went up. And I was like, does he know what up the stairs means? And I called him back down, and I said, "Up the stairs." And he went up. So when my girlfriend got home that night, I asked her, I said, "When you take him in, have you been telling him to go up the stairs?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "He knows what that means."
He is well aware of this is we're going up there.
Exactly. He's the dumbest smart dog I've ever seen in my life.
That's amazing. Yeah, my mom's got this cat who keeps opening her garage door, and it's got, instead of being a round knob, it's one of those handles that kind of go like this. And
Right.
he's figured out, oh, I can just do this and lean against the door and it'll open. So she has to lock the fucking thing now. Like, you weird fucking animals just figuring shit out, man.
Oh yeah. Whenever, and in contrast to that, if I move my cat's food bowl, they can't I have to show them where it's at. If I happen to, because my Australian Shepherd can jump the baby gate that we've got sitting in our kitchen. That's where the cats hang out at most of the time if the dogs are out, is in the kitchen.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it ain't going to take no run. It'll just hop over that motherfucker.
Exactly. He can fully leap over that gate, no problem.
Yeah, no run
So
at all. Yeah.
So if I plan on leaving the dogs out, I'll take the cat's food bowl and put it up on top of the fridge, because he can't get up there and he won't eat it if it's up there.
Yeah.
There was the first couple times I did that, I had to pick them up and put them on top of the fridge so that they would know where their food bowl was at.
You're safe up here, dude. It's up here, bro. That's amazing. Yeah, animals are awesome. Hey, Oscar, what's up, buddy? Look
Hi,
at him.
Oscar.
Look,
He's creeping along.
He is not camera shy. I love it. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if he's about to pounce on my other cat.
That's your WWE. Oh shit! I forgot to tell him. Could you tell him to hit the same link? I forgot to mention it. We got caught up in talking. Alpha Ray, could you tell him to hit that original link that I had sent him to get back in? That's my bad. That's my bad. Don't worry. My computer's on hold on mode a second, and we'll be back. But how are y'all doing this Sunday? I seen Darrell pull up, man. How you doing, brother? Hope you're having a great Sunday, man. It's a hot one here in sunny Sacramento. 99 right now is what the old thermometer on the Google is saying. Thank you, Alpha. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh. There we go.
And we're back.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I forgot to mention that you'll have to hit that same link to get back in, because I don't pay for Zoom.
Oh, it's all right.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm getting kind of hot. I'm going to turn my air conditioner down.
That's a great thing, man. I got both my air conditioners running, Brand, and it's still hot in here, dude. I
For
waited
the
too
longest, for the longest time, we didn't have an air conditioner in here. But when that heat wave started, we got about 2 days into it, and we were like, we got to do something about it. Now the living room's the coldest room in the house.
And you love it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the air conditioner, whoever invented that motherfucker, boy. That was genius.
It's to the point that when I get up in the morning, I've got to put a hoodie on before I go out to the kitchen to get my coffee.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. I like it cold too, man. I like it like 50 degrees and shit. Like I don't have my AC that cold, but like in the middle of the winter, I don't be turning on my heater because I like it cold as fuck.
Oh yeah, my ideal weather is like fall time. I love fall.
Yeah. Fall. I bet you fall there is fire. In Sacramento, we really only got two seasons. It's either summer or fucking rain. It's not even really winter. It's just rain, you know. And I imagine there is fire.
We get all 4 seasons here. It's just a matter of how long are they going to last. Because last year it seemed like fall only lasted like 3 weeks.
And then it started snowing.
Yep.
Yeah. What kind
Living in Appalachia will do that to you, though.
What kind of snow time activities do you like to get into?
I got to be honest. I don't like the bitter cold.
Okay. Like cold is good, freeze is not good.
Exactly.
I feel the same way. Like I like to visit snow. I don't like to live in it.
If it gets down below about 45, that's when I start getting cold.
Okay, yeah. Because it'll get, like the coldest they get here is like high 20s. You know what I'm saying? It'll dip right below freezing every once in a while.
Yeah, it's this past winter, it dropped down to the negatives a couple times. Couple times in this area. Yeah.
Now, in that type of climate, you definitely need what I invented called, it's called your what did I call it? Damn it. Come on, Kahuna, help me out, man. What we call it? It was the penis warmer, dude. It goes over your balls and your penis. It's like the ugly Christmas sweaters before your dick and balls. And it's like lined with velvet, you know what I'm saying? So you got a nice thing, and on the end of it, you got a little opening where you just pee out of it and not have to take it off.
Right.
On, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just close it back up. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, when it comes to it being cold, this past winter, I'm just glad that Harvey over here had a double coat, because we didn't have Kingsley at that time. But Harvey's got a double coat. That's what Australian Shepherds have. You know, they're comfortable until it gets down below about 30.
Yeah.
Their ideal weather's like 45, 50 degrees because they're shaggy.
Right.
And I'm just glad he's got that double coat because we didn't have heat at the time.
Yeah.
So he didn't freeze. The cats always slept in a pile. We had a space heater in the kitchen for him.
Hell yeah! Shout out to electric heater, man. That's what I use.
Oh yeah.
I got one in my living room and a smaller one in my bedroom, and it worked great.
We got a couple of the radiator heaters from Walmart, the cheaper ones. They work great. They work great until it gets down below about 20 degrees.
Oh really? Okay.
At least in our bedroom, whenever we had it on, if it got down below about 20, it wouldn't get warmer than 60 in our room.
Okay. Well, 60 is pretty good though.
Yeah, but there were a lot of days that it got colder than 20.
Bet. Yeah, it got colder than 60 too.
There were times that I'd get up from my desk and I couldn't feel my toes.
Yeah. That's when you start investing in those pocket heaters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, now you got heat though. It sounds like
we've got more things to retain heat in here now.
Okay. You get those like kettle, the little water bottle things, the little.
We've got the same space heaters, but
shit.
We've also got like bigger couches and stuff, and there's just more stuff in here that heat can cling to and be released from.
I got you.
So whenever winter time rolls around, we might have to get another one of the space heaters to put in here.
Yeah.
But it'll buff.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to being an adult, getting your shit done.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't like bills, and I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: if you don't have bills, that means you ain't got shit.
Exactly.
So you got
to do what you got to do.
Yeah, if you got bills, at least you got some shit. You know, that's fire.
I tell you what, my bills are why all three of these animals are in, or all five of these animals are in here sleeping comfortably
Facts.
and not dying of a heat stroke.
Or freezing to death.
Exactly.
Yep.
If you couldn't tell, I care about my animals a lot.
So what's like life in the Appalachians, man? I mean, I know there's a lot of exploring and shit that be taking place there, man. A lot of mining operations.
Oh
is
yeah,
happening.
it's absolutely beautiful out this way. If you get outside of the city and start getting into the more rural areas where you don't really have phone service and there's only a house once every 2 miles, it's absolutely beautiful country land out there.
That's fire. Because I was watching. You ever seen that movie, Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
I've heard of it.
Like they have they're in the Appalachians in that movie, and one of the far shots it just shows it all, man. It looks so fucking like green and trees everywhere, man.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. Like here in California, it's still got a lot of green, but they're different types of trees. They're mostly pine trees and shit like that.
Yep.
Up in the north here.
Yeah.
But I like nature and shit. You ever be going out there and fucking exploring and shit?
Oh yeah, I did that a lot more as a kid than I do now because I'm kind of worn out.
Right.
with everything I do.
What's some of the coolest shit you found around there when you was a kid?
Oh, there was a couple times I would walk back up into the woods with my brother and we'd go looking for deer skulls and that type of stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't necessarily hunt myself, but I come from a family of people who do.
Yeah.
I've sat out in the woods with my brother while he shot a bear that was 10 feet away from us.
A fucking bear?
Yeah, a bear.
Holy shit. I shoot a bear too. I am from hunters. I've hunted. I don't hunt anymore because it costs a bunch of money. But like if I had to go back out and start hunting, I'd gut a deer. I don't give a shit. I know how to do all that stuff. But a bear, that's fucking crazy.
Bear meat's not bad either.
Oh, I'd eat a bear, but just being that close to a bear, I'd shit myself.
I didn't realize we were that close until he'd already shot at it.
That's crazy. You're like, why are you firing? Oh shit.
No, actually, what he did was he turned around to say something to me, and he looked behind him. He looked behind me, and the bear was probably from about where I'm sitting to that cage from us.
Holy shit.
That's maybe 5-6 feet.
That's a ninja bear.
Yeah, and he said bear, and luckily my brother brought his very ultimately powerful hunting rifle with him at that time.
Oh yeah.
And he said bear, bam.
Remember that what was it? What was that movie where he shot the bear in the ass and like blew all the hair off his ass? That shit was hella funny. It didn't even fucking phase the bear though.
Right?
What the hell was that movie, man? I can't remember. Fuck. I know one of y'all out there know it. Who was that? John Candy.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
What's some of your favorite TV and movie shits?
The shows that I've watched that I really enjoyed, I watched The 100. It's a CW show. I watched that all the way through.
100 was fire.
Yeah, I watched The Flash all the way through, except for the last season. By the time season 8 was done and I heard season 9 was horrible, I was done.
You're like, okay, I had enough.
But I watched all of Shameless.
Okay.
Let's see, what else have I watched? I've watched a good bit of Young Sheldon. That show's pretty good.
You more of a TV guy or a movie dude?
I'm definitely more of a TV guy.
I like TV too because the stories are much longer.
Exactly.
As long as they keep writing them well.
I've watched 6 seasons of The Rookie.
I haven't heard of that. What is that about?
It's about a rookie cop, and
okay.
It's a propaganda show, but it has its moments.
Hell yeah. I like a cop show. It's called Psych. That shit hilarious. It's about this dude who acts like he's a psychic, and he works as like a contractor for the Santa Barbara Police Department, and he like solves mysteries on his he's good at gathering information and clues. He's not really psychic, but he acts like he's psychic. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Have you guys? Oh, sorry. Have you guys ever seen that shit? Hilarious.
There's also been some really good songs that I found from TV and movies. The first time that I can remember watching a movie and hearing a soundtrack that really stuck out to me was the Into the Spider-Verse movie. The first Spider-Verse movie, it had, had Post Malone, it had Juice World, it had Lil Wayne, Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh shit.
That was like, that soundtrack was my shit when that movie came out.
That's an expensive soundtrack right there, boy.
You're damn right it is. But that is one of the best superhero movies, one of the best Spider-Man movies to come out ever.
I don't
That's
listen
a
to
hill I'll
Post
die
Malone,
on.
you know. I don't listen to Post Malone, but I gotta shout out Post Malone just for the dude he is, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, every time I see him, dude, he's always just been like cool as fuck, just chill as shit, bro. Like,
right?
Not anything bugs this dude, and he's always like giving back to shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
people or just like things. Like, he just seems like a really fucking cool ass dude.
Oh yeah, he really does.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't fuck with his music like too much, but like the dude himself, respect and props to him, man.
I always have fucked with his music. I don't know what it is. Even his country shit, I like that too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Excuse me.
I've seen Post Malone before. I heard him, and I'm like, oh, this dude's gonna be fire. And then I heard him, I was like, he's not rapping. Why is he not rapping? He's got tattoos on his face. This is weird, dude. Like, he's singing. This is not that he can't sing. Of course he can sing. He's great at it. But yeah, some of it's good. But I'm not rushing out to buy the album. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, of
respect
course.
to the man himself, man, for real.
Exactly. He's very musically inclined person, is what he is.
That he is, absolutely. Like, he knows how to write a song. He knows how to put together music. That's no joke.
Yes, for sure he does.
Yeah, and he's on the top of his shit, man. He doesn't ever come off as like he's better than anyone, dude. He's fucking
No,
amazing.
he doesn't. He always seems like he's a very humble person.
Yeah, I seen him on Kill Tony one time, dude, and he just sat there being cool as fuck, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
like most of the time people are like kind of trying to like roast people on there, and he's just like, I thought that was nice, you know. Like, he was just really pleasant dude, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of that. It seemed like a good time.
You know it was, dude. Anytime you got fucking posts and fucking jokes going on, dude, I like to see that dude get funny, dude. I bet you he's hella funny.
Oh yeah.
What's the one place that you've always wanted to perform at? What's the one venue you always wanted to do?
Man, I've heard that it's going to be closed down, so maybe I probably won't get to. I don't know, but Madison Square Garden.
Do you really think it's going to close, though?
I don't know.
Or maybe just move location, because I was hearing about that, too.
Yeah, I don't know, but either way, Madison Square Garden.
MSG it is. Boom. I like that answer, man. Hell yeah. And
Jesus, if I could stop sneezing.
Oh, you allergic to the animals or no?
Yeah, I've lived with them for long enough that it's generally not that bad. But if I happen to sit down next to a pillow they've been laying on all day.
I got you. Because you're usually moving and active and getting around and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've never had bear meat though. That's crazy.
It's like a more tender deer meat.
Okay, I've had plenty of venison. Yo, Gary, what is up, my guy? How you doing, man? Big salute, homie. Hope you having a great Sunday. We got my dude right here, Logan, with us today. You guys want another song?
Oh yeah.
They want.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, they want another song. They said, "Hey, what's up with the playlist?" We got this here, right here. Which one? What are we gonna hit them with next?
I think you should pick it out this time.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here. I'm going over.
That's
here.
a good album to pick from.
And I think since we got Larry with us right now, we're gonna do Indecisive.
Ooh.
With Kevo and the man himself, Larry Belafonte. This is Logan, man. Link is in the description below. Make sure you hitting that. Let's go.
Have you heard of slacking?
Rise made this one.
I'm so indecisive, I can't even make my mind. So what? Pass it when you light it, take a sip and I'ma fill up my cup. Class is just a title, but the wave I'm making's tidal. Got me checking on my vitals before I seek out my rivals. I got blue dream in my page. papers I'm chasing, I'm feeling wasted. Gonna take it to the base and I'll wait till I'm filled with hatred. But I'll say that it's the way I was raised and that I can change. But it would take a straight up razor blade to fake it through the wake. And hey,
I made my statement way system days when I had to take the hate. And they didn't pay me great, so I ate but recycled paper plates. Wait for change, but I can't complain. I just got some cake to chase. It ain't a race, and you can't erase what you say to save your face. Haters hating, you can't escape them. Don't make the great mistake of playing games with their faking ways, and you gotta pay them rates. I stay with faith, cause life ain't a game. I reach for major stakes, my babies taking build their estates while I'm at home baked from day.
I'm so indecisive, I can't even make my mind. So what? Pass it when you light it, take a sip and I'ma fill up my cup. Class is just a title, but the wave I'm making's tidal. Got me checking all my vitals before I seek out my rivals. I got blue dream in my papers, I'm chasing, I'm feeling wasted. Gonna take it to the base and I'll wait till I'm filled with hatred. But I'll say that it's the way I was raised and that I can change. But it would take a straight up razor blade to fake it through the wake. And hey,
I'm so indecisive, just pass me the blunt, I'm vibing. Swisher roaches fill my ashtray until I'm feeling the highest. And lately I'm undecided, this game it got me divided. I can't understand why all of these voices are chilling when they know they're all uninvited. My back's up against the wall, no I can't hide it. But deep in the battle like I'm Leonidas. Don't hit on my line, my anxiety's timeless. But simply put by the darkness been blind. I'm drowning in liquor, my habits turned into my habitat. Pulling me down to surrendering, still indecisive. And paying the price of the person I was working to what I'll never be.
Yeah, boy.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I'm talking about. Y'all snapped on that motherfucker, dog.
I laid that hook down and I was like, man, Larry needs that.
He said, let me. It's ours. Probably like fucking 6 years ago. And I'm like, this dude can fucking rap. And every once in a while, one of his tracks or something he's featured on will come through, man. It's always good to hear that cat, man. He can spit.
The track that I've got with him with the team that we did for the Red versus Blue challenge. That's one of my favorite IG tracks I'm part of.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
My favorite IG track that I'm part of, and every single team member in the chat, you know exactly what I'm gonna say. It's Picture, because of that fucking goddamn it, I miss her, and it makes me shake.
Hey, and
Xavier fucking killed that hook.
Xavier's so fire too, man. He can
Yes,
sing,
he is.
He can put down a melody like nobody's business. That's a fact. Kahuna wants to know, have you done a country album?
The closest thing that comes to it is like the Bedroom Sessions EP. That's more of like a soft rock type shit though. Okay. And there's a couple songs in there that sound like, you know, modern country, but for the most part, made that with live instruments. You know, I had my acoustic guitar, and I think I made it with my Stratocaster that I used to have at that time.
Nice.
So it's got like a real country, soft, rocky vibe to it. You know, I've dabbled in country every once in a while. I just posted a cover of a Morgan Wallen song a couple months back. You know, I throw country covers up on my personal Facebook all the time.
Nice.
It's definitely a possibility. It's just whenever I make country music, I don't want it to be country trap music.
Yeah, country getting a little loose with the definition at this point.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think country trap can be done right.
Right,
and
no,
I
I'm not
be opposed
anything
to doing
against it, but it's not country.
Yeah, but that's not country. If I'm gonna make a country album, I'm gonna make a country album.
Yeah, I got to see George Strait live. That right there.
Oh, that
country.
sounds fucking great. Yeah,
dude, that concert was so dope, bro. It was just a dude with his guitar on a stage. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting in a chair, not doing much, just singing his songs. It was fire.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Josh Turner live.
Oh,
the
hell
dude
yeah.
who does the what is that well-known song by him? Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him live for free because my dad opened for him when I was about 16.
Sick, dude. That's what's up. And see, that's the cool thing. Now, you had mentioned something about playing guitar. You play guitar as well as any other instruments?
Yeah. I play guitar. I can play a ukulele, and I can play just certain things on piano.
Okay.
And I'd love to learn how to play the drums.
Hell yeah, I like the drums too. I like to think I know them, but I don't. I know about as much guitar. I mean, sorry, piano as I do drums, and it's very little.
Right.
But yeah, piano's my favorite. I would love to just be able to get down on that, man. That'd be so fire. That and the violin.
When I was about 14, my dad bought a piano just because it was a good deal. And I sat down and I learned a handful of things on it and didn't really touch it all that much. And then towards the middle of COVID, like November of 2020, I went and stayed with my mom because I didn't have school. You know, I was a sophomore at that time. Didn't have school, was just kind of chilling. And I picked up a ukulele while I was there. And I remember this specifically. There was one night that I was trying to learn a Machine Gun Kelly song. And I said to myself, man, this would sound so much better on guitar. So I went home and learned that song on guitar. And that was almost 5 years ago.
Nice. That's what's up, man. You just self-taught.
Yeah. YouTube tutorials, looking at chord charts and that type of stuff.
Fire. That's what I'm talking about, man. Man, who needs expensive schools, man, nowadays? I mean, you can how-to anything on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Man,
Yeah.
that's how I learned how to produce. I don't like producing. It's not necessarily, there are certain things in music I have the patience for. Sitting there and picking out the right snare is not one of them. But whenever I do produce things, it's live instruments. You know, other than the drum pattern, I always record my guitars.
That's what's up, man. Hell yeah.
Black Rose Blooming and the Bedroom Sessions EP, all of that is
You've
entirely
ever
me.
performed with the guitar as well?
Oh yeah, both times that I have performed,
That's fucking dope.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the hardest shit.
I love playing guitar.
Yeah, Rhymer. Yeah, we could set something up, brother. Absolutely. You know how we do. That's what we're here for, man. Promote, 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 baby.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask you something. I forgot.
Come on, you can get it. I have faith in you.
I probably won't, but I want to shout out to Weave for letting me forget that. In fact, every time I forget something, I smoke another joint.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's the rules, ain't it?
Exactly. I can take a resin hit off my bong. I'm pretty sure I already pulled through what was in it, but
Here we go. Yeah, let's spark one up right quick.
I need to clean this shit real bad. I just haven't had time to.
My bong's way over there, but that's a nice one. I like that. Yeah,
Paid $90 for this bitch when I was 17. It's done me great ever
that's
since.
a good price.
Yes, sir.
That's usually like $120 bong easy.
My phone's on 10%. Oh no.
Oh shit! All right, well here I'll do this. I don't want to keep you too long anyway. I know you got them animals to take care of and a wifey or a girlfriend to take care of. But let me ask you this, man. Let's say you know one of your songs hit, bro, and you just start popping, right? Let's just start. You start charting. You're starting to sit on the top of the billboards. Now your kids got money. Where are your top 3 houses?
I would definitely want a house in like a rural area. I want to build like my goal is to build me a big house in a rural area.
There,
that's
the
only
Appalachians.
that's only like 15 or 20 minutes out, but it's deep enough back that you only get 1 or 2 bars of phone signal.
Yeah.
And you know if you want to go into town, it
Well,
takes
you got all
half
the
hour,
money. You
45
just tell
minutes.
AT&T put a tower on your fucking property.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about cell service at that point. So,
Oh, yeah.
no matter where you move, you're going to have service.
Exactly. I want it back enough in the woods that if I want to go out and ride a side-by-side through the woods, I can.
Yeah, on your fucking 1,000-acre property. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
with,
get it.
With a big-ass
Everything.
wall around it and auto turrets.
Exactly.
See, I've thought about this before also.
Have a big old sound system that I can blare as loud as I want at any point in the day. My own recording studio.
Yeah, and I'm going to have a big-ass stage, so once a year I'll have all you independent artists come to the property and perform for like a week or two. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Have a big-ass festival. You bring
Fuck
your merch
yeah.
and your tables and everything. We have food, and I'll have a bunch of like little tiny homes for you guys to crash in and shit. This shit gonna
Fuck
be
yeah.
fire, bro.
I will say before this ends, before I go here, I've got big plans for the rest of this year. I've got an EP coming later in
That's
the
what
year.
I was going to ask you, dude. Thank you.
I've got a song dropping at some point soon. I'm just waiting on a couple things done for it. I've got a YouTube video that's going to come out before that, maybe even another Morgan Wallen cover. I've got a whole bunch of plans. I'd like to throw a remaster project up there at some point so I can take a bunch of my old SoundCloud shit and throw it up on streaming platforms. It's just a matter of, getting it all done and figuring it all out.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. I want to thank you for your time, bro. It has been a long time in the making getting you here, so I appreciate your time and the stories you've shared with us and the music that you're giving us, man. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. I very much appreciate you for having me.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure, bro. And just let it be known, this is your new home. You'll never have to have another one. Well, I mean, you can have other ones, but for your music, man, just drop it anytime. You can DM the links to me, man. I'll throw it on the list. I got everything worked out. So,
fuck yeah, man.
We're going to keep pushing your music, bro. And is there anybody you want to shout out before we wrap it up?
Obviously, let me give a shout out to the team members. And,
Indie Global, come on.
Oh, yeah. Indie Global and True Mob both. Shout out to everybody and all of them.
True Mob, baby.
And I'd like to shout out my little kitty cat Raven here, my pretty little tiny little baby Raven, even if she's not so tiny anymore.
Hi, Raven.
She was born in the second bedroom of my house. I've had her since she was small enough to sit in the palm of my hand.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's my baby.
That's a little baby girl right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And look, she loves her papa.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Well, thank you again, man. Everybody, I will be going. I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday. I don't know if it's going to be Wednesday, but I will be going live this week with Drop the Gems Freestyle Show. I've been missing it. It's been 2 weeks. I haven't done it, so we're going to get it done this week. And then we'll be back on it on Friday. Of course, there'll be more interviews for next weekend. Those will be posted probably by Wednesday on the YouTube channel, so you can check that, notify yourself on which ones you want to see, or just hit the notification bell for all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because all we do is go live around here, baby. I don't drop videos no more. So I hope everybody has a pleasant, fucking blessed rest of your weekend. And I'm going to finish smoking this joint. And Logan, you have a great weekend ahead of you.
You too,
great
sir.
week following that. And I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.
Peace out.